Well, welcome everyone to today's Revenue Generating Coffee with Kendra. I'm really excited because we're going to talk about AI agents. And you hear about AI agents all over now, but you may not know what they are or how do they work. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to show you some examples of AI agents, both in ChatGPT and in HubSpot. So you'll get a sense for, if you're using HubSpot, where might you be able to use them there? And what do you want to look for in your CRM? Or what do you want to be able to do in your other tools that you're using? Because AI agents will help your sales team streamline what they're doing. And it's funny, this week I was at a mastermind meeting with a group of other business owners, and one of them just came roaring in the room, and he's like, I'm so excited. I have 20 new assistants because we set up AI agents. And it was so funny. And there were half the people in the room who went, what? What are you talking about? They had no idea what AI agents were. And then there were those of us that went, well, that's really cool. That's great because they're going to help you. They're going to help your sales team. So there was this whole group that had no idea what we were talking about. And there were those of us that are on the leading edge going, oh, this is great. So now today you're going to learn what are AI agents, and you can be one of the ones in the know and be able to use some. Okay, so I have with me Lisa Regis, who is our marketing strategist and our AI specialist. So Lisa does all of our research around AI. She does all of our testing, and she is implementing all of the things that we are testing. So she's sharing her great ideas today. And I have Paula Riley, who is our HubSpot digital marketing specialist, who is using AI in all aspects within HubSpot and can talk with you about these are the things that you should be able to do in your CRM. So welcome, Paula and Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra.
It's a pleasure to have you back with us. So our goal today is I want you to walk away understanding how AI agents can help your salespeople to reclaim their time and be able to focus on selling. And that means streamlining their prospecting, being more effective in their meetings, just driving more high value sales conversations. So you'll walk away knowing what AI agents are and what are ways that they could be used so that you can start thinking about it. And if you're already using AI agents, then you're going to walk away with new things that you could be doing that maybe you aren't doing today. And I like to start with a poll. So what I would like to know is what part of your sales process feels the most time consuming for your team? We always hear about all of the tasks that take a rep away from being able to sell. So what are those things that are taking your team away from their selling or prospecting or closing time? Then it could be that it's research related to prospecting. It could be the prospecting itself, meeting preparation, tracking opportunities so that you're doing accurate forecasting, following up on opportunities. The sales process is elongated right now. From the point of when a meeting is scheduled to when the next meeting occurs is taking longer. When they say they're interested to when they actually close is longer. So you've got to be doing more follow-up. Or is it all of the above that are just feeling like your salespeople are stuck trying to do all those things? Well, all right, Lisa and Paula, as I look at this, it looks like prospect outreach is at 40%. Following up on opportunities is at 20%. And then we have 40% of people who are saying it's all of the above. The prospect research, outreach, meeting preparation, tracking opportunities, following up on opportunities. So all of these aspects of a salesperson's job. What we're going to do is talk about different scenarios for AI agents. And first, I said they spend a lot of time. Lisa, as you've been doing a lot of research in this, what are you finding?
Well, this statistic is pretty eye-opening that only 28% of a sales rep's time is spent on actual sales conversations. And now from the poll, that's not surprising, we're feeling that. But when we think about all the administrative tasks that they have to do, from manual research, meaning going on the internet, searching the company, or going into LinkedIn, sitting down to compose those emails and starting from scratch, figuring out what to say, going in the CRM and doing updates. So there's all these different tasks aside from actually having those sales conversations.
Well, and if you think about it, for years, we have told salespeople they have to put everything in the CRM. You have to put everything in the CRM. If it's not in the CRM, it didn't happen. Now it's more critical than ever, and you'll see that as we talk today. But all of that detracts from their time actually having conversations with people.
So when we talk about agents and automating tasks, we should first start with what even are AI agents. For those of you who have not heard of them before or have used them before, and essentially an agent is a custom AI assistant. So they are set up to perform a specific task or set of tasks. They're built using your information, your knowledge, your rules, your workflows, and they can learn over time. So they can help get those types of administrative tasks done that are very repetitive, or assist your sales teams in actually helping to compose emails, getting them started, so they're just not looking at a blank slate of paper. And so in ChatGPT, they aren't necessarily part of ChatGPT itself, but they are built within ChatGPT and also known as custom GPTs. So you may have heard that terminology before, and they are also known as AI agents, or sometimes you hear on the street them called bots, but we don't like that term. So AI agents is really more of best practice right now, and they could help get an immense amount of time back by using them. So when we talk about our first use case for today, which is all about cutting research time, let's look at what I want to call the old way of doing things, or the manual way. So your sales rep may have to go online and conduct, search the company that they are looking to do the research for on the internet. That takes time. Then they have to shift and go into LinkedIn, log in, and try to get more information regarding the prospect or the company on LinkedIn as well. They go to Google, different company sites. This in itself could potentially and realistically take 45 to 60 minutes before a rep even sends an email to that prospect.
That is so accurate too. As we were all preparing, I shared with Lisa that we sometimes hear, oh, it takes 15 minutes to write an email. But if you're writing a really good prospecting email, it can take you 30 minutes as a salesperson to try and write that after you've done the research about the prospect. Now, you're not going to do that with every single prospect that you're trying to target. But if it's a high value prospect that you really want to get in the door with, you're spending a lot of time writing that email. So this is very realistic time that people are spending. So there's a new way, Lisa.
There is such a better way. So the new way is by using AI agents. And now AI agents could do a lot of this legwork for you. So it can immensely speed up that pre-call prep time that is eating up so much of your sales reps' time having those key conversations. So it can help go out and compile the company background research and the contact information for you. It can even go out and research the company and pull out timely news and insights, recent company activity that's found on the internet, and pull that all back to you literally in seconds. Then it can, in fact, draft based on that information, personalized outreach emails that you can actually use in those conversations that you're going to have with those prospects, saving all that time that would have had to have been done manually.
So what we have done is we have built a custom GPT agent that we're going to give you at the end of this so that you can see it. And I am going to share with you our company research agent. So this is what you'll get. We'll share the link and everything for you at the end so that you have it. But I want to show you how one works, because I think it's once you see how does it work, you can start to envision the possibilities of what you can do with AI. And if you're already using AI and you're using agents, you get to see, oh, these are different ways that we could use them. All right, so we're talking about doing company research, and I'm going to show you, give me a company summary and talking points. In this particular agent, we can ask, just tell me about this company, or what's happening at the company that I could use in a sales meeting, or prep me to talk with an executive at the company, or write a short first touch email for this prospect. So this agent, you can go in and it'll do any of these things for you. So let's just say we want to do initial research on a company and gather some talking points. Maybe we're going to have an initial conversation with them. So it immediately asks you to provide some information, and based on that information, it will be able to provide a summary and tailored talking points. So I went and I selected a company. So the first thing it wants to know is the company, the website URL, the title and role of the target contact, and what solution or services do you want to target. So I randomly picked a company called Vanguard Cleaning. This is their website. And I said, I'm going to target the business owner and the services, sales, coaching, and training. Okay. And now when I put it in, the agent is going and doing the research and coming back and telling me about the company. So it's returning an overview of the company, and it's giving me the sources so that I could go in and I could read more about them. Okay. And you'll notice it gave me 3 different sources, and it's telling me which of the data that it's returned is coming from those sources. And then it's telling me recent news. Oh, franchise growth, industry recognition that they've gotten, service diversification. So they have a wide variety of services. And now here are my talking points, because I said the services I wanted to focus on are sales, coaching, and training. And it's given me all these different points that I could consider. So I could look at these 5 points and say, which are the ones that I feel are most compelling aligned with what we do? Which do I feel are most compelling based on the information that it's given me? And this operates, because it's in ChatGPT, just like any other prompt. I could continue to ask it more questions about what it has told me, just like I would do in GPT. But in a flash, I didn't have to say, go research the company. Here's why I want you to research them. Tell me the news. The agent has done all of that for me. It was that fast. Now, this is the fun part. Paula saw me preparing and typing everything up, and she said to me, man, I didn't have to do any of that typing. She said, I just did it like that. So Paula, show us what it's like if you can do it in your CRM, and Paula's going to show it in HubSpot for you.
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Just kind of in general. So you set up the HubSpot prospecting agent. You set it up. So
Once,
you go in, it'll ask you information, about what you sell or anything like that. You can go in there and simply put your company URL and click analyze website, and the HubSpot AI agent will go through, analyze your website entirely, find out what you sell, your brand voice, your tone, and your who you're prospecting to. The type of individuals or businesses, and then it will build out your company's profile, and then it will all have you enroll people, so you can enroll contacts into it, and you can just have their email address in your HubSpot. And when you go to enroll them, they're going to understand from that email address that this person works at this company, and it's going to build all of those emails that you want to send, those prospecting emails. It'll build out 3 of them. And you can have it as fully autonomous or semi-autonomous, where, it builds them and sends them. Usually you want to start with semi-autonomous, where it builds them and then lets you know they're ready. You review them, and then you click OK, and it'll send one out, wait a couple of days, send another one, wait a couple of days. But in the meantime, if they respond or set up a meeting with you, it'll stop sending those prospecting ones out, so that you're not just inundating people.
So what you described is you are building out the profile for the company that you are targeting, and then you're enrolling people in that company. Did I understand that correctly?
No, actually, when you first set it up, it's for your company. So it wants to know the background of your company and what you offer. So it'll pull in all that information. But then when you go in and enroll a contact in there, it goes out and does the research on that company they work at, so that it can match that company information with, the best items that you're selling or your services, whatever it is that you're offering to people. It'll match that up, and it'll highlight those points in that email it builds.
Got it. The key is that, as Paula had said, you're setting it up once, and then you're enrolling people, and now it's able to do a lot of what you had to do manually, even in your agent. So the agent is great. It's better than just doing prompts. If your CRM can do it, that's even better.
Right.
Now, here's what I'm going to share with all of you. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about your CRM or we are talking about ChatGPT, whether it's HubSpot, what you're using, the more information that is available to AI to leverage, the more accurate it is going to be in the results that it gives you. So in ChatGPT, when we're working with clients, we actually set up a lot of information about them, so that when they're getting results that are much more aligned with their brand, their tone, their voice, all of the content that they're using. And when we're setting it up in HubSpot for a client, we're doing the exact same thing, but all that information is in HubSpot. And so you never have to go back and add it anywhere. It's always right there available for you. Lisa, is there anything that you would add to what I just shared about the importance of content?
Just also the iteration, just especially with ChatGPT, it learns over time. Even with these AI agents, they get smarter the more that you use them, which is phenomenal. And so it's just, like you used the example, Kendra, if there's more information you need, or even if you need to correct it, say that's not what I was looking for. You need to just type it in, and it'll actually learn over time. So it's very trainable.
Yes. And that's an exciting thing, that it is trainable. And that's just like hiring and onboarding a new person. You're onboarding an agent, and you're training it just like you would a new hire. Mm-hmm. So our second use case is sales administrative tasks. So Lisa, tell us about this one.
Sure. Okay, so let's get started with the old way. So the old way is drafting outreach emails from scratch and prepping for meetings that take time, that eat up time. Let's just leave it at that. The notes and everything, doing all the research as far as what the client has done. And the new way is all about using AI agents to help speed up this process. The AI meeting assistants can help summarize key information literally in seconds and bring to your fingertips who you're meeting with, what the company does, and give you actually ideas on how to guide the conversation based on its research. It'll also highlight high priority opportunities that you can bring up in these meetings, all summarized for you. So it's very exciting, saves a lot of time.
It's really huge from my perspective. Many of you know, as the leader here at KLA Group, I have many different hats. One of them is because I am so passionate about sales and our clients, I'm still very involved in the sales process. And the more that you and your team can do to prepare for meetings, the better that is for you. And so here is the meeting prep agent for you to see. And you'll notice in this one, it's, help me prepare for a sales meeting with a new prospect. Give me a meeting brief for the contact at what company. I've got a discovery call tomorrow. What should I know? And what are my top 3 objectives when talking with this prospect? So it's asking you questions that will help you identify each of these and be prepared for the meetings. So now your sales team, not only do they not have to do the research, the reality is they're probably not doing the research because they're busy doing all these other things. So now you can start to standardize and give them a tool that means that they will do that research that they've been trained and coached to do, but often don't have time to. And it's going to give them information that helps them be that much more prepared and better at their consultative selling. So here I have our cleaning service still, and I'm going to say, help me prepare for a sales meeting with a new prospect. And you'll see that it's asking me, who are you meeting with? What is the company name? What's the primary goal? What products or services are you planning to discuss? What do you already know about this person or company? Have you met with them before? Okay. And then there's other information that you could give it. What's their company size? What industry are they? Any relevant competitors? Do you know what CRM or marketing tools that they use? Now, here's what's interesting. We could be meeting at any point in the sales process. I'm going to show you one for prospecting, but I could just as easily upload a transcript from a previous meeting or 2 or 3 and use this exact same AI agent and get information back to help prepare for the meeting. But I'm just going to show you one for prospecting, and we'll use our Vanguard cleaning. And I'm saying, help me prep for a discovery meeting with Jack Jones. This is our initial discovery meeting. The services are sales, coaching, and training. And what do I know? I haven't met with them before, so I don't really know anything, but they downloaded an AI prompt guide from the website. Okay. And here's what it's going to come back. It's going back again and doing a search, but it's going to come back with the information to help me prepare for this meeting. So it's telling us about the company, right? Because I need to know that because it's a discovery meeting. And it's telling me recent changes, what it suspects the pain points, challenges, or goals are, what their likely priorities are. Boy, wouldn't you like that to be delivered to you? And now you can. The initiatives they may be accountable for, strategic challenges, all of this helps me to prepare. And what's our solution fit based on sales coaching and training? What are things that I might talk about with them? And here's what my goals could be. Okay. And now our deals score, why would we want to be talking with them? Well, they downloaded an AI prompt guide. So that could mean they are interested. And now I have a confirmation email for the meeting. All of this, I didn't upload anything other than to tell it what the prospect is. And if I had given it even more information, or it knew more information about me, it would provide even deeper results. So this is what an agent can do for you. And we're going to give you the links for these, as I said, as we get to the end. So Paula, let's see if I turn my screen share off, if you are able to screen share showing HubSpot and what HubSpot can do. And here she's going to laugh again and say, oh, I can do all that in one click. Go ahead.
When I click into the prospecting agent, you've got the overview, the enrollments, and analyze, which is analyzing your agent's performance. If you go into enrollments, you could just click on a contact, and then it's going to give you your history with that contact. So any conversations you've had with them, any emails you sent out, come back. So it's going to give you that entire contact history. And then there's a little button that says view research. And when you click it, it brings up your contact summary. So it's going to tell you the details of their job description, what they do, and any back and forth you've had with them. And then it does company research. So it's going to do show you the company summary. It's going to show the company web summary, which is all of their presence on the internet, and then company insights. So any kind of sales analysis, any outreach they've done, or any news materials or anything like that where they're going with their company. So the history of it and where they're planning on going. And it'll show you all of that with just one click of a button on a contact.
Now, we have just talked about two different, and I'm hopping ahead here, two different agents that you could use. There's a third one all around call summaries and prepping using transcriptions, and how it can help sales managers with their coaching. And we have a prompt for you that you can use. We're not going to go through this because we're committed to having you out within 30 minutes, but you'll get this in your slides when you go download the slides. So that agent, as you're coaching salespeople, will give you, that prompt will give you specific areas to coach a sales rep on based on transcripts you upload from a salesperson's conversations. And you know that in the past, we've told you that you should be using a note taker for all your calls so that you can use those transcripts, or you may already have call recording turned on. And Bill, if you have the link for that, for Fireflies, I would say put that in there. That's the note taker we use. Now, we just went through a lot with you. We talked through what agents are, and we showed you use cases for two of them. And we talked through what you should be looking for in your CRM related to what we know HubSpot can do. You want to be able to put this into action. Go to this landing page, and these two AI agents that I showed you to do company research and meeting prep, we have those there for you. They are free. As part of our community, go get those and start using them if you are using ChatGPT. Download the slides and you'll have the prompt for coaching salespeople, or if you want for yourself, you can upload your own transcripts and see what it tells you you could do better. I did that when I was testing it. It was really interesting to see what it said I could do better. So it can be something that you can use for yourself as well, that prompt. So download the slides, And then if you're figuring out, how do I put this in action? Or how would we start using agents? Or we're using them, we want to do it more effectively, sign up for a free AI acceleration session. You and I will have a 30-minute conversation about what you're doing, what you'd like to be doing, and if there's a way that we could help you. So go ahead and do that. When you go to the landing page, you do not have to have signed up for a free AI acceleration session to get the resources. These are all here to make you more effective. And if you're trying to figure this out, you want to do more with AI, then we should really talk. Remember, we work with companies between $1 million and $85 million in annual revenue who are B2B organizations looking to build and expand their revenue generating engine. And so we can help you there in marketing and sales and your AI. Our next revenue generating webinar, we are going to have Mari Palacios, who is a KLA marketing manager, who is an expert in reporting and dashboards, along with Paula Riley again. And we're going to talk about what are the sales and marketing reports you have to have that you cannot ignore because you have to be using your data now. So that's in August. Register for that and join us. And if you found this valuable, go leave us a Google review. We appreciate that.